Hello there everyone, welcome for today second part of the beginner guide. So let's log in directly. I'll also do the second day of the Mental and Fun event. You can see if you were lazy and didn't look at the first video, you can see how it works again. And I highly recommend not using your code with another person, but creating an alt. It will be much easier because sometimes you can be always here, and if you're a really active player and you give your code to someone who is not very active, you'll miss some reward. So that's why it's better to do some alt. Now we need to see if the game wants to start. Okay. So as you can see, I didn't touch it much since the last day. So nothing has changed. That you can see day by day how it goes. So first we got tremendous amount of internal force because I didn't play for some time. As you can see, it's AFK, so it's not doing this only when you're logging. So you can just quit the game and come back years later with a lot of gold and internal force. If you were insect. But as a way, let's go. Oop. Gonna use everything. I think I probably reach. Not sure if I reach middle extremity. Let's see. So for now we still have 100% chance, so no use of pills. Oh yeah, we have really a lot. Probably able to show you the different things like this. I forgot how it's named. But it's just for daily free gold, little reward. It's not a big deal, but it's good to do it when you can. So you got free. Oh, I take too much. I'll show you just after. As you can see, we unlocked adventure. I'll show just after what it is. So you unlock it at tier 3 level 1. Okay, now we reach only level 5. First, yeah, okay, I have access to this. So, I have this level of missions, raid rarity, because I am an older player server. But if you're in a young server, you'll probably have only a blue-green level mission. So that's normal if you join and you don't see anything like this kind of mission. So if you go to an older server, it's good things to join this one than the creating yourself. If you're not a player, don't do this. Always join another one. But if you're a new player, you have no choice. Okay, so to explain, as you can see, you have 2 chunks here. It resets from there is a timer. Wait, let me join to see. Just check to see. You can see the reward you can get. So it depends on your performance. In general, the stronger the player, when you are the strongest player, you get the best reward. And if you're lower, of course, you get the lower one. For it, not that different, so don't worry too much. As for the chest, you can see 4 chests, but when the mission ends, you can only choose 2. It don't say in advance, so you need to know. Personally, I really don't care about this what kind of reward I get, so I don't really just click on the same every day, but maybe someone on Discord knows, so don't hesitate to ask. Not me, because I don't know. But anyone should know. Because some give fruits, some give nuts for martial art, but you probably don't know that for now if you're really new. And a lot more things. But what's interesting is it's the prestige and the gold you can give. It's a lot for a new player. It's also good for old, so good thing to get. So as you can see, only 2 slots for this one, so I need to join fast. This guy is so strong. This is the strongest in Shadow of Blade server. This guy just one-shot you. But I think it's similar to level at the old guy on the Mall to Russian. Okay, so as we can see, when I join something I can access of the rest of the area, so I explain later when we finish this. Probably tomorrow, if I finish this part soon. Okay, let's first do the event so that I finish with this. Seek help. Up. Oh, yeah. I need to do this. Oh, yeah. I didn't take this. Seek help. Well, to be honest, while this is very good, I think only this and I think this one the most are interesting because at the start you like a lot of perception and your kung fu are really limited. The more when you get 7-star pretty early. So yeah, this is not the most interesting thing I think. That's why I need to do all of them to get the full reroll. So no complaint here. So that's done. I didn't have also any quest, no adventure, no goal, no. Oh my god. Well, otherwise that's my ass, so I don't care, but you'll need to work a little. Okay. So I don't have any jade. As you can see the confession. I think I already show it on the videos explain how the event works, so I won't go into details. Just take what I want. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, another advice. It's better to wait to get every reward unlike the last day, or maybe just before the last day, you begin to buy anything. Because sometimes people just take something useless and spam in for whatever reason, and then they're like at the end of the day, the full guild is released, and they're like, I take the bad thing, aye. So wait at the last day, to be sure. To be sure also to see if you need change at the time. Ouais, ça va, poor, so I'm gonna keep my money, and nothing. I'll just show for you to see this, how it works. It's pretty simple. Yep. So you can skip if you want. It's just for the dice, so you still see your character move. The rest is slow. Oh no, I need 3, forgot. As you can see, I take only 1, but you need 3 to 1. Yeah, I think I have enough. No, this is not a great one. It's a top one. Okay. If you want. Okay. And you just run it and bam. It's the dice. Okay, so I get not something that good, I think. And just for the secret, not the reward for now. Only this are really interesting. Maybe a little bit this and this, but and the rest to me it's not that good. You can farm it on other place later. So if you go in this case, well, you're lucky. Also for the reward, I think the free-to-play will probably only have access to this and this. Not sure if we'll get the post, but only time will tell. And yeah, the rest is just forget it if you're free to play. I think like the top is like $200, so yeah, pretty expensive. It's annoying because all the event now getting increasingly more expensive as time goes by. But oh well. So this is done here. Now, for this part, we're gonna attack to the sect area. And a little after, I'll talk about adventure and Belfast world. But I'll go into the detail of the world map after. As you can see, for now, I only have this unlocked. As you can see, this clans is locked even if I have the region. So I don't think I unlocked Songyuan yet. So still give it at the start. Okay, I didn't know. Well, either way, this is how the system works. For now, so apart from the 2 first map, every time you clear a map, oh no, sorry, I think it's like you clear a map and you unlock this map, the next map. Okay, I see. So, like as you can see, I didn't clear, but it's given at 3 at the start, Guanzhong. But go by the principle, I clear it. So, you have Guanzhong map, sect, sorry, unlocked, and the next one is unlocked too. And to unlock it, you need to advance to Jingshu and clear the map to open them. It's why as you play the map, it unlocks everything, so nothing to worry much about. So it's normal, you can go into it at the start. Okay, so there is a lot of sects. You're probably wondering like, oh, which one I have to go? Maybe other people like to go directly to a weapon and are like, I love Blade. What's the best sect to go to Blade and become an immortal? So first, we can become immortal. This is wuxia, so you all Mundai people. Also, the thing is, you need to go to every NPC sect. This is the golden rule because each sect have everything, have a lot of things you need. Like the page from the book I show you on the first part, just here. Click on it to show you if you want to open. Okay. And also sometimes weapons, sometimes crafts. Yeah, I'll explain craft later on, when we go to the Kung Fu interface, just here. Another thing, other interesting thing is a way you can join sect. So I'm gonna show you, for example, I want to go to Shaolin because it's Shaolin. I like to be bold. And then you join, you're like, okay, now I'm trapped forever. But it's not the case. Because you did join, but if you want, you can just leave the sect and you have no problem. Even if you... The only thing you lost, you lose when you quit the sect, to show you, it's when you accumulated sect contribution and you got sect title. So it's just the level of sect and unlock a few things. You just lose this. But when you come back, you can just regain it slowly. And so no is here. That's why every time we say to a new player to just go to all the sects. Don't forcibly ask what is where, apart if you want to you search for something specific. But if you don't know for now, I really recommend just go to every sect one by one, and you take what you need, what's important. So, first, we won't join Shaolin, even if you see a lot of stars and maybe you got good martial arts, because the first sect you need to go is this one. If you want the Horse Gang. Why, you might say, because it's only 2-star. Wow, that's so bad. Very simple, because in it you can get the Horse Kid. This will allow you to access the minigame. I'm gonna show it in advance, just here in the Zhengyu interface, in Gate of Might and the Rare Course, and this will allow you to fetch some horse, because if you don't have it, this is what happens. You can get horse, and horse are really important. First, they give you some stats. Also, they give you movement speed. You'll need for some minigames, and that's pretty much everything. Is a way. That's what it looks like for now, but later you can get higher rarity horse. You can also give them some abilities, but much later in the game. You need to pass the Tianzu map to unlock the... I think it's India? I'm not sure where it's located exactly. But this is just like a way. So don't worry too much about capacity of your horse, or maybe later, because you can get an elephant. That's funny. I don't know what they put it, but I like it. And otherwise, the elephant is what you want to finish with, because it allows you to have the best stat to me and the best abilities. Well, either way, that's just by a little difference, so don't worry too much. For now, you only get the trashiest horse of the world. Maybe if you're lucky, we can get the purple one at the start, but the orange and the red will take a lot of time. And probably the orange or yellow, depend of if you're colorblind or not, will take even more time. Why? Because the only way to get it is either in some events, like the one going, but I'm not sure if they give horse. Let me see. Yeah, so you can get an orange here, but that's special way. but normally you can get it here, but you need like the 4000 horse token. It's like 3996, I think. But the price is at the start you don't want to buy this. So just do it normally. The daily, every day you get a free one, so just do that. And the 100 here, you get for free when you do the A666 code. So that's all. Okay, so you have joined this sect now here. So as you can see, there is an NPC, a big one at the middle, with a little bubble here. When you click on him, you're gonna do something, and they give you something that's called a keepsake. Each sect gives keepsake daily. They gives one of the 4 type. I think there's the wine, the mecha bronze, the stone things. I forgot the name. And some things that look like a white page. I forgot the name of the 2. And when you come daily, the first time it gives you 1, the second time it gives you 2, and the third time it gives you 3, and it stays fixed at 3 every day then. But if you kill the game like one day and didn't claim it, it will come back to 1, so be careful. Either you're just a casual, so don't worry too much about this, but if you play every day, do not forget to take it, because keepsake are really important, even more at the start. Well, even at the end game you still need it, so don't forget to take it daily. This is very important. And as you can see, for the first time, it gives me a page. The page are really everywhere at the start, so just do your things, and it come in naturally. And when you're pretty advanced, you can begin to look for the specific page you like. Okay, so now the first thing you want to do when you join a sect is to go to House of Cause and just accept the first quest. As you can see, it gives you 10 sect contribution and some gold. You can also, if you want, use this, the sect donation, to give you free contribution, but it's better to use it for when you see a sect and you need some specific martial art in it, and you want to unlock this faster. As I here, everything is cheap, so it's just best to wait until you get the core disciple level. Just here, so only 48, and get everything you need. Because if you just get to Elder, that's just be a waste, because you don't have any use for this level to get anything. It only unlock, I think in treasury, but it's a secondary thing. It's no need to take it now, so just go to I forgot the level, to the core disciple level, and stay at it, take what you need, and just go away after. You can also, as you can see, there is also the horsemanship guide. This is one of the crafts. It's a type of martial arts, but this one is like technical technique. There is one to craft weapon, to craft equipment, some other exquisite thing, also the silver tongue to do the talking, also redeem reward without doing the activity in itself, and also this, the horsemanship. But I think it's pretty expensive, and it might be best, even if it costs some gold and you lack at the start, to just... Okay, why you give me that? Go away. Oh, the game's lagging. Nice. Okay, where was... Yeah, it's best to take this horsemanship here, because it's not too expensive, and it's much more easy, will allow you to take less time to get it, because it's only 1,200. While at the side it's still expensive, it's okay. It's manageable. As you can see, there's a patch here, and every patch you can find like this will always cost 1 gold. That's the whole. You can just buy it. 1 gold is nothing. As you can see, it's talking about something, but Discord guide is better to see clearly what you need to do. Okay, so that's the explanation from this one. For now, I won't continue it. I'll come back later to get my stake contribution. Yeah, so explain the Sutra Pavilion. That's where you get any martial art the NPC sect got. There's a treasure. Often you get some pills, from time to time some weapon. Here you also got this. You can also get, when you reach a higher level, something that's called, if I'm not, I forgot the name, the Bagua Druid. Yeah, I think that's this. I remember it was called the Bagua, but not very much, but this kind of Zerg. And this is really long to farm. So you'll want to get them when you're in a sect for sometimes, and in a sect where you high level, because you need to reach, I think it was something like Elder or Guardian to unlock. So better do it in a sect where you know you're gonna stay sometime. Okay, there's explanation of treasures, Sutra Pavilion, you know now. Now the meeting hall, so I show it briefly, but as you can see here, you can see again your title and your set contribution, and it just, when you got enough set contribution, you can apply and take the title directly. Very simple, nothing hard to understand here. Only this is important. As you can see, you can click. Oh yeah, very important about this game. Never forget to always click on anything and try to scroll thing. I don't know, because sometimes you can find unexpected thing you absolutely didn't know, and a lot of people get hacked like this. So be careful to do this. Every time, be curious. Click on everything. So the leader here. First thing, you can every leader in NPCC can ask you for different things to boost the favorability, but it's not something you want to really focus, to be honest. Maybe one on the sect where you know you're gonna stay a lot of time. Apart from this, at the start, better just not use your resources for nothing. To be honest, that's only after a lot of time I begin to max them, because I needed to have them max for the disciple when you create your own sect. Because when you want to max the cultivation of the disciple, you can unlock more martial arts salts, but you need to use some item, and you need to make them visit the leader of each NPC sect. It's different for every disciple. And at this moment, you're limited in what you can do if you're not maxed. So this is in the long time. Really, don't mind this. Don't use your resources for nothing on every leader. And just do it on important sect, because when you're maxed, the only thing you get, apart from the thing of the disciples that is very later, it's the ability to just, normally it's what made for, but it's not really like that, but to AFK the game, and it will do all the daily for you. But what we discovered recently is that it can do the daily for you, and you can do it yourself, so double reward. So in the end, it's not really an AFK. But if you plan to be away for the game, it can be a good idea to use them to still have some reward and not be left behind a lot. So this is it for the leader favorability and how to max it and what it gives. Now you can see there's one I didn't talk about, the first one, exchange. As you can see, it always asks for some monkey fruit wine or one of the 3 other keepsake. Every leader will be like this, and it's always 60. What you want to do is stay in some sect for some times and stack the 61, and when you get the 60, use them directly to exchange this, because it will give you a token, and this token will allow you to do more automatic adventure daily, and this will really save you a lot of time, because doing in the map every day when you have so much energy, it's really annoying, and it's also take you a lot of time. So the faster you do this, the better you will be. Also, this will give you more advanced chance, so you can do more automatic or even go on map. And I think it's I think that's what they give. Okay, yeah, more adventure, and you gain some time. By the way, maybe I didn't explain it correctly, but when you get it, I'll show you where to use it, and you'll see this is very easy and save you a lot of time. And this is really the priority of what you want to do with your keepsake, because there is other areas that ask you for keepsake. For now, I didn't have one here, but it's also a thing in because this is a really low ranked but a higher ranked star sect. You can get some forbidden area. I'm gonna show you the way. So I can just leave it. So let's just go to Shaolin. It's easier. That's pretty hard. So you have I can scroll. No way. Wait a second. Shaolin don't have the... No. Or maybe it's unlocked later? Not sure. It's been a while. Why don't I see it? Maybe you unlock it? Strange. Yeah, I still have the scroll. No, okay. I think you unlock it later, probably. But I'm gonna show you on my main account. So the forbidden area, just here. Each set have different one. Sometimes they only have 1, 2, 3, or 4, like you can see here. 4 is the max. And each time you go there, they'll ask you for some keepsake to enter. And you have 3 chances to do it and give you some good stats. So it's important to do it, but I recommend getting the golden token, what the sect leader. I'm gonna show you back. Let's just go to Shaolin too, because for the explanation will be faster. This right here, to get the golden token, and this will help you a lot when doing the adventure. Also save you a lot of time. And after that, then you begin the forbidden area, because at the start you're gonna complain like a lot because you like a lot of gold. Everything is pretty at the start, even more of the tree, the enlightenment tree to get the perception. This is gonna drive you mad. So be warned. Okay. So explain this. Okay. So as you can see, there is more things on higher ranked sect. Also, different sect have different things. Like there is some sects that allow forging, and some others that allow alchemy. But that's special type of sects. So after the score, as you can see, I already explained. You can accept and do the quest. When you get a new level, it make a new quest appear. So be mindful to just, when you level up your sect title, to go here to cancel the novice mission or the lower ranked mission and accept the new one, because the rewards are better, of course. Then you have the drill gun. So they don't have already here NPC. It's because it's one of the main sects. Because if you know the job in Wuxia universe, you know there is the Tang Clan, the Shaolin, the Wudong, or feel like this, and they have special thing in them in this sect to get more power. So here they give something called the innate, but that's something for CFK, so I'll talk about it later. So for now, just ignore them until you unlock CFK. So as you can see, you can go here to build up the proficiency of your martial arts, because for now you probably didn't you didn't for now level up your merchant here. For now it's just a touch shade. Either way, at the second level, like just it's really easy the first time. You will unlock it, and it'll be better to just go here, take the master of the tavern. To level up that, it'll be much faster than in the sect, but it's gonna be cost you a little, so it's best to, when you take one, to first take the best one. It's the orange. There is no red level for them. To take the orange and use them all the day, because 500 gold for like only one time or two, it's quite a waste when you start it again. When end game you have a lot of gold, so it's not that much of a problem. But at the start, you really want to save your gold as much as you can. So as you can see, there is 3 floors. So I'm gonna explain just this one in particular so that you can understand it. You can use something called superiority. You can buy this in the normal shop, but I'll take this into details the next time when I'll go into the Jungle interface. But this will allow you to reset what you see here. Then you have the second floor. So you have also another type of master, and the third floor. When you start the game, you want to ignore this floor because for recruiting this master, you need to use H engine, but it's very wow. What's the word? Ah, fuck. It's a very annoying to farm. Let's say it like this. So you want to save it. It's only at end games you can be chill about this, so don't worry much. But I think it can be good if you want to be really fast, because I think it's like it gives a lot of percentage of proficiency for only 30 minutes of waiting. So it's just to be fast, but don't worry. The game is slow as always, so don't be too fast and just take the time. And for the two floor, you have the second floor, who is weapon specific. Like if you want to level up a weapon type of martial arts, so spear 1, a blade 1, sword 1, cudgel 1, kick, boxing. That's why you want to go. That's the type of method you want to go. And for example, here I got lucky. And if you want to level up a spear, it will be always 3 cents. And you just take 10 spears 0 and it'll be pretty fast. You still need some days. That's normal. Otherwise, you don't always be lucky to have one, so you'll need to roll a lot. And each pirate wood don't have all the weapon. So I'm not sure if there's a guide for it, but you're gonna need to just look every day for now, without using the T, and just learn by yourself who are where to know that you can refresh a specific one when you know exactly where they are. Either way, if you play spear, at least you know where it is. You go directly to 3 cents, you take the spear guy and level up the spear 1. For the normal type of martial art, so the internal one, the external one, and the agility one, you can easily recognize them by the icon. I'm just gonna show you real quick. For example, here it's internal one. The external is like a yellow guy that seems like it's flying, and the agility one is just like a green feet, so easy to distinguish. And as you can see here, it's a specific type of weapon, so it's a fist. So if you take the spear master of the tavern to level up this, it's gonna be slow because it's not the good one. And if you do it for a normal one, it's just a normal advancing, so it's not really cost effective worth one. So use it only for spear, and if you want to do something, the basic one, you take the first floor. Anyone for the first floor that is orange is the best. If you don't have enough gold, just go to purple. Blue is a little slow, I think, but that's your choice. And I think that's pretty much everything for this. The way I'll go into the detail of the Kung Fu later. But that's it for that. Where was again? Yeah, okay, I was talking about the Dragoon. But either way, as a start, if you want to level up the proficiency, just go to the sect. It's only cost 10 gold, I think, so it's okay. Not that much expensive. Then you have the Entrance Wall. This is gonna be really interesting at the start because as you do the exercise, you can get some stats, as you can see here. You need to do it a few times, so that's pretty good. You need a lot of it to get eyesight, agility, strength, and many more. So don't forget to do it. You can just start anyone like this, do the max until you max the 15. Then you go to another, and then when you stay in long in the sect, just run every time because it also gives you internal force, so it's pretty interesting. So for now, let's do surfing. No. Surfing is pretty simple. You're gonna do one that a lot of people just make the mistake. So you're gonna do keep fit. So now you can see it starts itself. So you can just let it like this AFK if you want, if you're lazy. But if you're pretty bored and want to do something, here you can accelerate the process by clicking on exactly what it tells you right here in red. So as you can see, this time you need to knock right. So the right of the character, not your right. So here, right leg, sorry. Right leg, so right here, the chest, and the left arm. So as you can see, I click here, the little stick appears. If I'm wrong, as you can see, nothing happened. I'm clicking right now and nothing happening. So you need to click here. So sometimes the hitbox is strange, so just click at something it seems good for you, and it should appear normally pretty easily. So we say the chest and the left arm. Here we go. And then it resets. Then if you wait for the automatic thing to go out, it reset it also. Oh, no, it didn't reset. Okay. So you can just spam it with the automatic, and it's gonna be pretty fast. Because normal time takes 6 hours or so. Your choice if you want to go fast or not. So this NPC here just talking about some information. If you like to read, this is your game. Then you can see. Okay. You have a second window. Oh no, I did already show. My bad. Yeah, this is where you are at each exercise, because when you max 1, you can still come here to continue it. So that's it. Then we have the lecture hall. For that, no, first I'm gonna talk about the arena. So the arena, as you can see, there was already someone here. This is the second ranked guy, so you're never gonna beat him. It's pretty strong too. You can see here there's the log for the top disciple, when he wins in a war or when there is a change or anything. So you can challenge it. As you can see, I'm gonna be one shot, of course. I'm a new player, and you have every boost in the game. And I'm not sure if it show, but it gives me some internal force. So it's a good thing to still do them, not for the winning streak, but to get the internal force at least, because you need a lot. So every place you get it. You can see a more challenge. It's only apply when you finish your challenge. Well, you can still stack it if you want. Not really useful. Just finish yours and then stack it. But you don't want to do it at the start because it consumes HNG. It's not really useful, to be honest, either way. So just forget this windows and just do the daily free challenge and you'll be good. Then you have the sex senior here, the NPC, just talking about a few things to tell you what's the limits. So only when you tier 19 level 1 can you join to become a first disciple. If you're lower or 2 heights, I think it was this. Wait. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, no, it's the endgame. Not the game, but the biggest sex. So it's true. Your level don't matter. So it's for higher level people to farm the arena. But yeah, either way, only when you reach the level in just here. So each sect you can click on the NPC, it will be different, even more on lower star sect. Only at this level can you begin to farm it. If you don't, it's gonna give you the EF like you win, but your challenge will not be count at all. Then you have the old fame, just to see the madman that stay forever in the sect. This guy is just too strong. Okay, and let's finish the last one. Okay. So, when you finish with this, as you can see, this is the first disciple of the sect, because it's ranked in the arena and no one defeated for now. And when you first disciple, when you go to the lecture hall, you can see the first one, or if that's you can see yourself. If that's yourself, you'll be able to open the lecture hall. You can either open it sooner by using Jetthing or some keepsake, but it's better to not do it, and just wait a little, and it's open by itself at 10 EM said, but I'm not sure Chinese time, so you'll see either way. And when it's open, so for now it's sad because it's pretty late, so it's not open right now, but you'll see an area when you can click on the big figure of the top of the first disciple. There's also an icon right here to access it also, and you can you have some question, and when you answer them correctly, you gain some perception. Even when you make a mistake, it still gives you some perception. Not sure if you have the guide on Discord. You need to escape for it. I don't know the command. But not that much useful to get to do the perception thing at the start because you just you have a really weak enlightenment tree, so you like is already a lot of perception limits. So don't worry much about it. Just join it because just joining it gives you EF boost. So that's pretty important to do. And this guy just to give you some information and he helps you to open the lecture hall if you do the first disciple. Okay, and as you can see here, this petitioner, it's just the people that come before the automatic opening and give some gold, and it just appear here. And I think when it's full, it will automatically appear. But sadly, we're not that much active in Shadow to have them automatically open directly at the start. I'm not even sure in the first server if it's like this, but whatever. It's not really important to know. Oop. And I think I'm pretty done here. Yeah, okay. As you can see on my main icon, I have something called Ancestral Hall. Forget it for now. You need to finish the book and I think maybe other requirements, so don't worry much about it. And in the tank clan, you have a Smithy because it's a specialty for clan, so that's normal. That's why I have two more, but don't worry much about them. Either way, for now, we're gonna just advance normally until we unlock the forbidden area for me to explain to you. For the last two things of each sect, as you can see, you can leave the sect with the red button right here, and you can also see the sect profile if you want to quick check it, and it gives you the star, what's the name again? The alignment? I'm not sure if you say it like this in English. But if you're neutral, if you're evil, if you're good, the power, and what's the best stats. So they got some boxic and kick, they got some internal, external, and they're pretty bad in Soul Blade, in probably no craft, I think. Okay. Then you have the Sutra Pavia. As you can see, I show you on the 2-star Horse Gong sect. As you can see, there was no NPC because not every sect has one. And when there is an NPC, that means he has a second mission. And when you give him the required, well, I have trash pronunciation, so I don't know how to say it, but you understand. You have what he wants. So the broom right here, the free broom. It will give you a few more martial arts to learn. Sometimes many, sometimes only one. It depends. So do be mindful to unlock them before you quit the sect. If you ask me where to get them, it's pretty easy. You go to the variety store right here in Jianghu. In the grocery store, there will be. Oh yeah, you open this. Yeah, this is annoying because I can't just do every Windows guild because everything is linked in the game, so sometimes we need to talk about it, but we come back to it in details later. So you go to Go Series and you have things. Also, there is something about the game. There is two resets. There's one big reset. It depends on your GTM, I think, on your time. It's China standby, so you need to check what it is. Or otherwise you saw it yourself. So there's one big reset that is reset the shop and every other things. So that one is a big reset. And during the day, there is a little reset that resets the shop here. So you'd see different things. Either way, it's rolling. It's one time like this, the other time the other layout, and the next time it will be the same layout. And also the Downtown right here. And in Home of No All, the. Oh, damn. And in the Home of No All, the internal master, but for now you don't unlock it because you don't have the level to unlock the internal cultivation, so don't worry much about him. It's only these two for next that will be reset for you. Okay, I'll come back in detail for Jianghu later, sorry. That's it for the Sutra Pavilion. And to finish with a big thing in here, when you can also see when you quit, it don't really matter the sect where you're at. Certain sects have requirements. Some are neutral, so you can just join them like this. But others have requirement to be either evil or good, and to a certain level. And when you go to the monk, it's pretty obvious. When you give him the 80 gold, you will be able to get some justice levels to become a little better. So I'm gonna do it to show you. Again, 800, but 800 is still considered neutral, so you need a little more to get to good. So each set has just a value to enter, so don't really mind the neutral, good or evil. Oh yeah, there is no design. How can I say it? Faction. Yeah, let's say faction. There is no evil faction, no good faction, no neutral faction. It's just everyone is in a way neutral. So don't really panic about oh no I become good, oh I become evil. That don't matter. It's just to join sect. It has no other thing apart to join a sect. Apart that is very useless. So don't worry much if you become evil by accident because you kill like 1,000 people with the assassin. So as you can see, you use the gold to advance, but you can also use it with something called the Sarira on or with the assassin with the manhunt order. This thing you can get them from the chest here, from some other sources, or some when they appear on the Doton shop in the market. Oh, as I saw where it is, I'll talk about this in the next video. But it don't really matter, it's just to go faster. So I recommend just farm this and just use the gold to go a little until you reach a certain level of good. Join the first sect, for the sect that accept you with the lowest value of good or evil. And when you're in this type of sect, it will accumulate good or evil infinitely until you reach the max. So that's a free way to get into high requirement good or evil sect. Okay, I think I finished here, so I'm gonna join back the horse gang and start the mission. With also the exercise time. Up. That will work by itself. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. So normally when you do it, it's gonna be pretty fast, like wait a few minutes and you'll get the 10, the 48. You unlock this, you farm them again a little when changing the sect title, and you go to the Sutra Pavilion and just buy what you need, depending on what weapon you want to go. So the martial art is not something I recommend to get at the start. It's best to take everything that gives stats, so the passive martial arts, before the active, because most of the active are pretty bad, to be honest. And it's not something that will help you pass the map. It can be good to take from some, and if you want to take some, just take them. It's not that big of a problem, but focus on the stat if you want to pass the map easily. And here, what you want to get, well, if you want to go blade, you can take, or fist, you can just go take one of the two if you want, but that's your choice. Here I just recommend getting Gecko while climbing and horse gate, even more horse gate, it's the most important, the rest is really trash to be honest. So just farm the 48, then deck this, farm a little bit until the 300, take it and go away. Don't use the box, it's just too cheap to use the box, it's pretty much a waste. The way I'll come back daily and I'll show the progress and where I go. Also, a little thing about weapon, I'm gonna explain this real fast. There is 6 type of weapons in the game, and you can only go with one pass. You can like be someone that uses kick, fist, blade, or the 6 weapons at the same time. That don't work like this. If you have, I don't know, for example, here a sword, and I take boxing martial arts, this becomes totally useless. And at the start they give you a sword, but you can't use this because of the sword. My only way to get the stats is to take away the sword. So until let me show you. As you can see, so the sword give me 52. Not sure if it show remove. This is gonna be annoying to show. Okay, 67. 67. Okay, let me show. I'm so tired, I don't want to do calculus. Alors, so 296 plus 67. So normally you will tell yourself I'm gonna reach 363 if I equip this because it buff 67. And as you can see, I didn't get them because, as I explained, when you have the wrong weapon with the wrong martial arts, the martial art will just become totally useless. So be mindful of this. Just go one full weapon and put the martial arts that go with it. One thing to note with the boxing is that you'll get a boxing weapon really late in the game, and you can craft it. There is no craft for it, no recycle. So this is gonna be painful as a start, but it's a pretty good weapon for PvP. So one of the things I see some people do is like you go with any weapon, key, blade, whatever. Don't get the 9-star or the thing. Just get the boxing one if there is an event or something. And when you reach the map where you can loot the first equipment, then you just ditch every for example, let's say you go kick every kick martial art and your kick weapon, and then you equip it and go full kick. Full fist, maybe. That'll be easier for the pass, or you can just go the full M pass and suffer with the boxing as a stop. Your choice. But at least you know. And apart from the 6 different types of weapon, as I said before, there is 3 types of universal art, so internal, external, and agility. And that's all. There is no other type of martial art. Also, the universal one, I go with every weapon, so don't worry about this one. It's only for the weapon that is specific. You need to do just one way and go through it forever. Okay, so as you can see in my inventory, so I got a few things from the events. So this is good for the beginner, but as you grow to a certain level after a long time, this has become pretty much worth it. It's good to use it because we never say no to 3EF, but 800 points is for 2 seconds it's really low. But it's good at the start, so just use it every day. And this is gold, so be mindful to use it for the free gold. Okay. I think I'm pretty good on this. Well, let's just explain real fast on the Kung Fu while I'm at it. As you can see here you can see the description that gives you the information. So this is annoying, but sometimes the translation is not done because the dev quite lazy on the translation. So just use Google traduction or something on your phone to read it. But most of them is pretty much translated, so don't panic that much. Then you have the degree here. This is the level you have when you use this. Every time you level up like this, it's gonna up this. The 100% is how much you have, how much perception you have. If you have enough perception to unlock it, it shows 100%. If you lack, it shows you a lower percentage. The proficiency here is what allow you. Not on the low star martial art. I think the 1 star are free of it. But let's say for 5 star, for example, when you don't have 80%, 90%, and 99%, or even 100% proficiency, you won't be able to go past the height. Let me show you the height proficiency level, like here, because at 20% it's locked. Only at 80% it's unlocked the level just after, and 90 the one again after, and 99 100 unlocks the perfection. And then perfection at the start should be locked at perfection. It will be the max you can attain. But as you play, and finish Tianzu unlock the dungeon. So after Sea of Key, when you finish the Sea of Key, you unlock the dungeon. Then you'll be able to see the little stump here, and that means the martial art can go to RTN, return to nature. And then you can reach new level, as you can see. And when you max the red star, you reach return to nature, like here. Oh yeah, this is a rare type of martial arts. You want to take some at the start, but you want to ditch them very fast after some time, because it don't give that much of a boost. So it's good at the start when you want to fill the slot, but if you max, just throw them away. It's better to get some stat and to pass map. And you have here everything to try to organize what you see. So if you want to see one of the three universals, so internal, external, GT, you just click on this here, one of the 6 type of weapon. Pretty easy to understand. This is to see either all of them, either the ones that are not full, or the ones that max level. So as you can see, since they're not max level, they don't show. Good to organize them also. You can, this is easy, just start by descending order or start by ascending order. Grasp is I think the grasp is the level of this normally, and mastery is probably this, I think. Either way, I use grasp now since there is the phantom power, but as you don't have it for now, it will take a lot of time to unlock it, so don't worry much about this. Just go with the star to organize your martial arts. Then you have the innate skill. Don't worry much about this. Only when you reach Sea of Chi and tier 5, something that will take a lot of time, even more if you're a new saver, can you worry about it. For now, just forget. And here it can tell you how much slot you have and how much martial art you have done. As you can see, I only have 2, so pretty obvious what's here. The perception you have right now, as you can see, I'm max for now. If I level up something, like this for example, it go lower and it come back with this. As you can see, it gives you perception and teleforce. So pretty easy to understand. The little plus here is just to access directly of the pills into the inventory to recharge the perception, but at the start you want to not use them because you have so low perception. Using this is going to be a pure waste. So really stack them until much later. You can see a little red thing here. This is to forget martial arts. As you can see, they show here. If I click on the red thing, it's just gonna forget it. So I have little things that oh my god, you sure you want to do this? And as you can see, there's something here called temporary storage. When you forget any martial arts, it go here. You can stack until 10, and when you put another one when you are 10, it deletes the first one you put, and you can relearn it later. It's good that I put this because sometimes people forget it by mistake and they're like, oh my god, it's finished. The only thing annoying is that if you did this, you need to relearn it from the beginning. So be careful with this. Either way, later you unlock some things that called I forgot the name. This, the Jade Sleep, and it allow you to let's say download your martial arts to your house, but you need to have a better house for this, into the Long Huan pavilion. As you can see, I can just put here, and when you forget one that is recorded here, you can just relearn it at the level you forget. So it's pretty good. And just level it up, and it actually refresh itself into the Langwan pavilion, so no need to redownload it into the Langwan pavilion. So this is gonna be pretty good when you advance in the game and have a lot of martial arts. But at the start, of course, you don't have it. So be careful of what you're forgetting. Okay, so the same things to organize your things. Here it's to forget the creation, but you can create martial art before a long time, so don't worry about this. And that's pretty much all about the forget things. And to finish, there's something here in the last thing you need to know into the martial skill windows. Sorry, it's a little heist here. It's not a decoration, it's something you can click on it. I show a lot of interesting information. So first, you can see the master skill rate here. So at 0 because I don't have any active skill. When I get an active skill, it'll go up. You can see it. And pretty easy to understand is the percentage of chance that an active skill activate. So At the start, you will be less than 100, of course, until you get to it, and that's the percentage of proccing of an active martial art. So you can be really unlucky and be like at 70, don't proc anything in the fight, but normally you still proc something, but you understand. What you want is to reach some 100% as fast as you can, while at the start you need to focus on stat, but when you get to big sect and you can learn some 7-star, 6-star martial arts, that is pretty good. You'll want to make this as fast as you can, because the sooner you are, the better it is. Because you will, at 100%, always use active. No basic attack, so something to note. Also, don't go too high beyond 100, it's just useless. The best thing to do is to get to as close as possible to 100, so 101 or 100.9 or something like this. Or 100 pill, that will be perfect. Because when you have too much martial arts, you will go for the risk of using bad martial arts while you have better run. So that's why we want to stay at 100. And this is where you get counter. For now we don't have. The first counter you will get is either from the Pearl shop, but this is something for later. But that's quite expensive and hard to farm at the start. Or from Ancestral Hall, but that again you unlock it much later, so for now forget about counter. And this is how much additional martial slot you unlocked through the different means that exist. As you can see, I didn't start Sea Key of any of the other, so I don't have anything. But as at the start acupoints, I already had 10, and when I max it, of course, I have 38. And also the prestige here, if you curious about it is what it's this. So as you accumulate it, I completely forgot this, you'll get access to new thing, and also you unlock some martial slot. So it's good to focus on the prestige as a start, but I show how to focus on it and also the gold, because there's a really good method that a lot of people missed. Okay, so that's pretty good for it. Explain everything. As a way, forget this, because it takes a lot of time before you can begin this. The sooner I think it's gonna be Lone Walter, but don't worry much. First, focus on Aquaparent, Safe Key, and Prestige. And this is just some information. Read it if you want, it's good information, but it's not nothing really important. Okay, here. This is your manual. There's not that much manual in the game, and it's good to take them when you can, as they will give you some boost and won't take any slot of martial arts. It's pretty good to get. I'll say it in advance, so that the sooner I say it, the fewer the people that get had by this. When you go into JunQ and do your thing, the moment you'll see a PNG that come and are like, oh, I need some gun and all. Here my ultimate martial art, but don't learn it. I'll come back to buy it from you later. And if you first, it's good to take it and give him the gold. But if you learn it and he come back and you don't have it, it's gonna beat you every day. So if you like a beating, be my guest. But if you want also free gold and to be righteous people, just keep it in your inventory. Be careful of not using it. Its name is Grand Voice Sutra. And when he come back, you will give him the martial arts, get some gold, and he will come back maybe later or directly, I'm not sure, and he will make you learn the martial art or give it to you. So you'll get it either way, so better do this way to get the free gold and also the martial art as a way. Or get the beating if you like the old good way. Okay, so this is for the manual. Now the craft. At the start you only have this one, so as you can see, to speak in Finnish, this is pretty easy to level up. That's also the reason why you want to go here. For now I don't have one here, but show you on my main. You want to go to the lecture hall, because it allows you to, because you see a little bubble with some text, you can click on it and click on the higher record you have world. That is close, I can show you this is doing, but I'll try to explain it if I do the guide sooner in the day at the moment. but you can just talk, and the more you talk, the more XP you gain, so you need to talk a lot until you're maxed. Level 12 is maxed for all the craft, apart from some exception, but otherwise that's something that you you need years to unlock it if you're free to play, and Jed, even for Jed it takes some time, for Whale and all, so don't worry much about the arcane, but just focus on new the craft at level 12 max. So just go for that. If you want, but this one is not very useful, you can click on the little lotus. Every time a craft has a little icon, you can click on it. Yeah, you can click on everything, and most people don't know. And they give you what you unlock for now, so as you can see, I can comment this, or this, and I have nothing more apart from this unlocked. It'll be good to, even more on the new server, to farm this as fast as you can, to level up fast, because the moment people begin to unlock the self-made sect, they'll hold some kind of little event, and some NPC react to what you say, to specific things, and can give you reward or fight with you to give you internal force. So the more you have, the better it is. My advice. By the way, this is just to see what you have, it's not really useful. And the creation, as I said, forget it, because it's not for now, you're gonna have it. So let me just advance this, because I get more internal force at the start, pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay, I still have a barrier, okay, we done. Oh, okay, now I understand. It's like, I still have the blockage of the 80%, 90%, and 100%. But the difference is that when I level it up, it's I don't have any other requirement, because normally for high proficiency for master to perfection, you need to, as you can see here, it's red, and you have a success rate, or you can choose some fruits as here. There's other type of fruit. You have the green, the blue, and the purple is the max. To ease it, so do know that it exists. But for the 1 star, there is no wall, so it's pretty easy. Apart from the proficiency though. So max is the sooner you can. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. Yeah, I have 20, so I'm gonna take the Deacon. As you can see, you stop here. Oh, it's good. I started now, and take the new one. Let it work in peace. I think it was 20 for the... Oh no, okay, I can get it. So I'm gonna get it now for free agility. I think the 2 star has the wall, I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's level it up. Agility is a good start at the... It's a good stat at the start, because you need a lot to touch the opponent at the start, because your hit is pretty bad. At proficiency... Ah yeah, here the wall, you can see the red for a second. Okay, so we're pretty much done for the explanation of the sect, also the kung fu and the practice. Oh yeah, the last thing I'm gonna explain here is the adventure. Ah no, okay, the famous troll of world, Wuxia world. So I need to unlock middle extremity. So as you can see, I need to go to the Yin Yang and 1 level after. So it's gonna take some time, so I can't show you right now. But okay, I'll try to show you the next time I continue the guide. And as you can see, we unlock a few things with the level of practice. So there's nothing on the map. And each time you unlock a new map, you need to search for it, and it'll be here and a lot more. Just to give you a quick peek, at endgame it looks like this. This is madness. A lot of things to do. So you take a lot of time daily. But at the start you're pretty chill. Apart from going on map and farming a lot of tea and learning of the game work, you're okay. It won't take too much of your time. So that's why sometimes I like to do some alts and start back from the beginning. But this is for another day. So thanks for watching, and till next time for the Jungyu interface, and so the part 3, I think. I think we only do the part 1 of the beginner guide. Bye bye!